Pharaoh has interest. In recent interviews, the minister said Namibia has talented athletes, but their potential is hampered by infighting created by those administrating sports. The Namibia Hockey Union announced the appointment of Melissa Gillis as the new head coach for the Namibian hockey women's team. Gillis brings a wealth of experience and proven track record of success to her role. Well, of course, that ends today's hit list. We now cross over to the Game Changers segment where we'll be featuring Athletes World. So please stay tuned. On this week's episode of Athletes World, we caught up with Namibian golfer Likius Nande. Nande started playing golf in 2007 at the age of 10 through the Rosemont Junior Golf Development Program in Swakopmund. He's coached by Eddie Angula. Well, of course, Nande played his first national tournaments at the Vintu Golf and Country Club in 2011. He also represented Namibia at the World Junior Open in England. In this episode, Nande shares his vision as well as some of the golfers he looks up to. So check this out.
Let's get this. Hey! Nande, you said something about...
Okay, remember your grab? Focus more on your grab.
Okay, you said something about this, and then this.
Lock it.
Lock it, and then
Yeah,
have
bro.
my hand like this.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, cool. Let's try this one more time. Keep eyes on the ball, you said, eh?
That's your rule number one. That's it. It's a good thing. No
I
lie.
mean, there we go. Guys, I'm joined by Nande and we are playing golf today. So stay tuned, we're learning more about golf. And yeah, we'll catch up with you guys right after this.
Cheers.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
Okay, well, we are at the country club and I am joined by none other than Nande. He's probably going to teach us a few tricks on how to play the sport of golf. Maar voor ons ingaan en voor ons praat oor die sport self, zeg over me, golf, is het een diersport of is het, ja?
Het is baie diersport, ja.
Is het?
No lie.
En is dat? Als we nou praat van, oké, kom ons gaan in detail nie. Golf, you started playing golf at the age of 10.
Yep.
Nee. Run us through it quickly. From then till now, what happened in those years that made you become the golfer that you are today?
Okay, so I started back in Swakop
Okay.
at the Rosemont Golf Academy, which was run by Eddie Angula.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was my first coach back then. And then in 2014, I got a different coach.
Okay.
It was Steve Besson, but he moved to SA, like his former Sunshine Tour professional. And yeah, and then Since then, since I started, I won my first championship in 2015.
2015.
It was the Swagop Open. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a national event.
How was that though?
Yeah, it was a good feeling, man. I
It's
mean,
a good
I
feeling,
was,
eh?
yeah, I was still a junior when I won it.
Okay.
No lie. And then I've won. I think I defended it more than 5 times. Yeah, and 5 times. Yeah.
More than 5 times.
I've defended it more than 5 times. I think I won it 7 times in 8 years. So yeah, so it's a
7
good
times in
feeling.
8 years.
Yeah.
Ah, yo, that's a massive achievement, bro.
No, it's crazy. Man.
Okay, but like, all in all, when you got into golf in 2010, what made you get into golf? What inspired? What was the reason behind you playing golf? Because you can't just tell me. You know, us when I started sports, I wanted to play soccer, but then I realized it didn't work out. Went to rugby, got tackled, and it wasn't nah.
Yeah, no.
So you see, yeah.
I actually didn't go to the golf course myself. My father took me there.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was in 2007. I was 10 years old, so it's not 2010. Just correction on there.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just wanted me to stay away from the street, man. I think because what you do is like after school you all go play soccer in the street and all.
Yeah.
And he didn't want that for me. And I was also a good football player. I used to play football,
And then,
but I stopped. I think because my first year in high school,
yeah,
then I completely stopped football and focused on golf only. Yeah.
Ah. Okay, but then you've been around. I mean, you're probably one of the OGs. I would say, yeah, you're on the right path to be a great golfer. Speaking of achievements, let me say, rank your top 5 achievements so far, like where you feel, yeah, this one was for the books. This one made me feel some sort of way because of this and that and stuff like that.
Obviously, my first national event,
First
which was the
national?
Swagop Open.
That's the one now in 2015.
In 2015,
Okay.
because that also got me a caller for the national team the same year. So I played for the junior team. Earlier in the year, after winning it, I got the caller for the senior team.
Yeah.
And then my 2 Africa jackets.
Okay.
Yeah, making me I became the first Namibian to ever win the Africa jacket.
Okay, now
Yeah.
that
back
in
2018.
itself, how do you deal with pressure like that? Like, you know, you won the thing 7 times in soccer. You defended your title 7 times. What pressure came with that?
I mean, for me, I always say, I feel like I'm mentally gifted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not all about swinging or hitting the ball.
Yeah.
It's how you think or how you approach the game. And it makes it so much easier for me, man. I mean, I'm not focused on what the outcome might be.
Yeah.
So I'm just focused
your
on
game.
playing my own game.
Yeah.
And that's what helps me a lot.
Okay, now, like you said, you're busy talking about the first Namibian to get a
Africa jacket.
Africa jacket.
Yeah.
That's what now? For us, I don't know.
It's a championship played by Southern African countries, all the Southern African countries. Like from Kenya, I think it's Region 5, but Kenya is not part of Region 5.
Okay.
But then it also get an invite, so all those countries, they all send out their top player,
Okay.
and then they compete against each other. So I won it in 2018, and then which also got me nominated for that Sports Awards. And then I became the first golfer to ever win the Sports Awards as well. But then,
Guys, I'm in the presence of a sports award winner. Not many can say that. I'm sure you can say that. you guys can. This is me with Nande here. Nande, shake my hand, by the way. Just so I get the confirmation to say I shook his hand, because I mean, you're destined for greatness, bro. Like,
thanks.
no lie. But all in all, plans for the year. I mean, what do you have for yourself? What's going on with you? I mean, for people who love watching you, for the fans out there, golf-wise, what do you have? What can people expect from you? I mean, you're a very low-key guy. We all know that. Yeah. You don't like your things out there. We all know that. But like, for what you can share with us, is there anything we can know?
Like for now, I'm just focused on finishing the year strong. I mean, I've got a 100% winning streak on the amateur circuit now this year on national level. So got a good year so far. So I'm just trying to keep that rolling, because this is my last year as an amateur as well. So, and then hopefully take that form into my first pro season, which is next year. So yeah, and also want to get it going, man.
Yeah.
To get nominated for the Sports Awards once again. So I think that's every athlete's dream.
To get nominated, I mean,
get nominated.
Pick up an award or something. Yeah, but like you said, he's going pro. I mean, we got him before you went pro, so there's no reason for you to be out there and then be like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
It won't work for me, Nande. Okay, I had one more question. You know, I feel like golf is a very chilled sport. Don't you think? This is now from my perspective, based on how I see it. But for you who's a golfer, how do you stay in shape to make sure that you are at the top of your game whenever you play?
Like if I have to tell you, I practice every single day, Monday to
Seriously?
Monday.
Monday to Monday.
Yeah.
You don't Sundays as well.
Sundays as well. I don't skip a day. The only time I skip is like when I'm traveling. And then if I land wherever I'm traveling to early, I'll still go practice.
Yo, okay, but for someone like you that's been doing it for so long, like, don't you have like muscle memory? I mean, I'm sure you can just close your eyes and swing, and it will still work out.
It doesn't work like that. I mean, it likes attention. It
Okay.
loves attention, no lie. So you need to put in the work.
Need to put in the work.
Yep.
Okay, before we let you leave, Nande, any message for our young golfer, for people who are out there just watching you, just love what you do? Don't you have anything you'd like to tell them, motivation-wise?
Like I always say, I mean, you don't get what you wish for. You only get what you work for. So, I mean, we all get those highs and lows, but I always say, I mean, enjoy the highs as much as possible, but then never get too down with your lows. That's it.
You know that somewhere. That was fire. That was fire. Wait, what did you say? There was in the beginning. You said something about what? The first part, the sketchy part in what you just said.
No, you don't get what you wish for.
You don't get
You
what you
only
wish for.
get what you work for.
You only get what you work for. So work hard. Basically, that was the main thing. But he just said it in a fancier way. But I really felt that, Nande. Thanks for your time, bro. Really appreciate it. And
right,
yeah,
thank you.
all the best. And that's what we have for you on Athletes World once again. Jesus.
Welcome to Sharpshooter. Now, the 5-day Absa Swiss Epic started on Tuesday with Namibian champion Vera Looser once again teaming up with Kim Lecord of Mauritius. The African pair finished the Swiss Epic in 3rd place last year for the bronze medals before teaming up to win the Absa Cape Epic in the Western Cape during March this year. This year's Swiss Epic will stretch over 339 kilometers, and on Tuesday, Looser and Lecord won the first stage over a distance of 51 kilometers with 2,000 meters of climbing. The African pair excelled to open up an 11-minute gap ahead of the defending champions Adelaide Morath and Bettina Janus of Germany. On Wednesday, Looser and Lecord won stage 2 over 85 kilometers as well, adding a further 2 minutes to their lead. Well, we have this action lined up for you, so please don't move an inch.
Lovely Lenzer Ryder, the setting for stage 1 of the 10th edition of the Spa Swiss Epic. 45 nations, 600 riders, 51 kilometers with 2,000 meters. It's time to conquer the Alps.
to get such a gap on the first day and to take that into the next stages, because then we have a little bit more relaxed there, and also if something happens we have a little bit of a buffer. So yeah, we're looking forward to another 4 stages in the beautiful Swiss mountains. The weather is amazing. We are so lucky to have it this year. So yeah, we're looking forward to the next days.
Yeah, we're on a super steep little single trail, hard trail, just making the last bit up to the pass, and it's just stunning up here.
You're breathing very hard. Is your battery running out of power?
Yeah, it's just because I have to multitask, pedal and film and talk to you.
Winners of the 2023 Absa Cape Epic, winners of stage 5 2022, the grand finale, and yesterday, and capping it off today, another fantastic performance. Ilizator, Efficient, Infinity Insure come into the finish. Vera Looser, Kim Lacourt, back-to-back victories.
Mauritian national champion, the Namibian national champion, the Absa Cape Epic champions. And in orange for day number 2, another fantastic stage win.
Did you enjoy the view and the trails? So the Albola trail is amazing.
Yeah, I was here for 4 weeks for altitude training a few weeks ago, so this feels like home almost to me. I love the Engadine. I've done the trail before. The weather's amazing. We couldn't have asked for better.
So you know the trail from tomorrow as well, so that's probably a bit of an advantage.
Yes, tomorrow we do all the flow trails from St. Moritz. I know all of them, obviously, and yes, I'm really excited for that.
So you have to follow tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're not good in that, huh?
No, I don't really like it. I like going uphill, but yeah, I'll just follow Vera's wheel.
Hey, have a good one tomorrow. Thank you very much. Congratulations, second stage, second win.
Thank you.
Wearing this jersey for one more time. Yoo-hoo!
Now, Joel, our special rugby segment is coming up right after, so let's get into it.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Vintage Draft. Perfect time. Perfect beer.
Brian Monango said with representatives from Brand Brokerage to talk about the Namibia versus Vodacom Bulls game scheduled for the 26th of August at the Hagagengop Stadium. Have a listen to this.
Yes, so good day, viewers. We're back with another interview, and I am joined by Bernice Doman and by Colin Best. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
You guys good?
Thank you. Yes.
We can't complain. I mean, we're all excited for the 25th. We're all excited for this weekend, the 26th to be exact. Speaking of Namibia's rugby team taking on the Vodacom Bulls. Before we get into that, just run us through it. Bernice, tell us about the tickets. Tell us about the competition that we have going on. Tell us about Where do I start even? Let's talk about the fundraising events that you guys have scheduled and ready for next week.
Okay, so we have the Blue Bulls arriving on Tuesday from South Africa, and it's quite a full jam-packed week with them in country. We have a golf day going on Tuesday, on the 22nd, with a lot of corporate companies that entered some teams, and just some team building with the Namibian rugby players will be there to just meet and greet. So if anyone wants to come and just get a picture or have a quick chat with one of the guys, they are more than welcome to join. The Bulls players unfortunately won't be at the golf day, but their management will be there. So it's a full day of golf, and then the evening we have a gala dinner, especially for the World Cup team traveling to France later in the month for the World Cup. So it's a send-off function for them, just to kind of show our appreciation and our support for them. And then we also have an auction of which the funds will go directly to the Namibian Rugby Union in support of the World Cup.
That's fantastic. So that's just now to help the team make sure that they get it successfully.
Yes.
Okay, now we were speaking behind the scenes about Kuduki's involvement in this and the ticketing system, how people can get the tickets and how they can get ready for the game. So run us through that, please.
So we have the tickets are available on Kuduki, on the Kuduki app that you can download from your app store on any smartphone. And if you buy your tickets beforehand, it's actually cheaper than buying at the gate. So it's, and you don't have to stand in that long queue, like always. So the tickets is 120 beforehand, and then 150 at the gate. And then we also have a few competitions running actually, where you can win some tickets. Okay. So you should watch the social media pages for that and more info on how to enter. So yeah, Kuduki is a big part of the rugby, especially at the stadium. It kind of grew as a baby from the stadium and the way it is now. Yeah. So yes.
I mean, we're all very excited for that. So if you don't want to stand in long queues, make sure that you do get the Kuduki app. And then if you purchase that through the Kuduki app, it costs you nothing more than 120. Well, NMH has entered the Golf Day fundraiser event that is just for you guys to know. Colin, I haven't spoken to you much here. But Colin, run us through it. Quick question, why Blue Bulls? First and foremost, let's start there. Why are we playing against the Blue Bulls? Why the Blue Bulls? Like I said, why not the Sharks? Why not? Yes.
I'm going to try and stay rugby politically correct. The Blue Bulls have a long tradition with the Namibian Rugby Union and Namibian Rugby, obviously, and they've been helping out behind the scenes on management and how do we do things around a specific game day. So we actually cemented that relationship now to where we have an agreement with them that they will support the Namibian Rugby Union to have this type of events more during the year, bring the South Africans here. We're actually planning some exciting stuff for next year. Maybe set a tournament up where we go play a game in Pretoria and they can play a game here. Maybe take it further. We involve the ladies into that. We involve maybe the under-20s in that. So there's a whole bunch of nice stuff on the way. But the Bulls got chosen to do this as our partners, obviously because of the history we have with them. Yeah. We would love to play all the other provinces as well and show them.
That's included. Okay.
Show them who the boss is.
Okay, well, that sounds very fantastic. We are all very excited. Speaking of things that just talking about future, things to look forward to. Speaking of the stadium, yes. What is there to say about the stadium?
So the Brand Brokerage, as the commercial partner, which I'm the CEO of, took over control of the commercial side of the stadium about a year ago now. Okay. We've spent a couple of million on the maintenance of the stadium. We've been IRB accredited so far. It's going very well with that. The stadium is in good state of repair. Everything works. All the toilets got lights in. So everyone worries about the toilets always.
Toilets are always the main concern.
There's enough bars, there's enough entrance gates now. For this particular game, we're going to open gates on 3 different locations, not just the main gate. We've got all the boxes, the private boxes working. They're all furnished out nicely. That looks very nice. We've replaced now another 200 chairs on the stadium itself, so we haven't got one broken chair. All that steel work on the stadium has been painted. We've brought on some nice signage onto the stadium. So it's the stadium itself as an asset is actually becoming now a profitable asset for the union, and it's becoming the pride of Namibian rugby. The stadium works. It looks stunning. It's a pleasure to go there now.
A lot is being invested, I can hear, with you guys fixing all the chairs, making sure that everything works. The toilets work perfectly. But before I do forget, we do have a competition running as well. So you guys do stand a chance to win a ticket to the Namibian versus Vodacom Blue Bulls games. Well, simply save the number on your phone. That number is 085 785 6231. Save that number, go onto WhatsApp and just text hashtag NAMBulls to automatically be entered into the competition if you do want to stand to win a chance of a ticket. Well, that's 2 tickets in 3 pairs. That means 6 tickets. Yes. Okay, so you do stand a chance to win a ticket there. So please definitely do save that number. I'm going to repeat it one more time. That's 085 785 6231. And you need to SMS hashtag NAMBulls to make sure that you are automatically entered into that competition. Well, is there anything else that you guys would like to share?
Yeah, I would just like to invite everyone actually. Next Wednesday we have a city tour happening with the Blue Bulls and the Namibian team on an open deck bus driving through town just to greet everyone. And so if you're out in the streets, go give them a wave. And then we also have, we collaborated with Spa West Lane and Spa Grove Mall. Okay. So tickets are also available at the stores if you'd prefer to go and purchase a physical ticket. So we will also make a stop by Spa West Lane on Wednesday, where you can have a meet and greet with the players, take a few pictures and just interact with the guys. Just a quick meet and greet if you'd like.
Hoogland Park, Rocky Crest, Pioneers Park, you guys that live close by there, make sure you make it to that West Lane. Okay, but do you guys have a route as to where you guys will be driving around with the guys?
We'll post the route on social media prior to Wednesday. Okay. Just it's going to be quick because we don't have a lot of time with all the training sessions happening and interviews with the guys. But we'll post it on social media for the guys to follow. Okay, well, there you heard it from Bernice herself. Definitely do make sure that you do stay tuned to their Facebook to find out how the routes look like, so that if you are interested in a meet and greet, you are at West Lane. I'm probably going to be at West Lane because that's closer to my place. Anything from your side, Colin?
Well, it's going to be a brilliant day. If you want to see rugby in its excellence, and here's, I think here's the big one that no one really realized at the moment. This is going to be the oldie time. This one time that the Namibian capping team that going to the World Cup will be playing in Namibia. The next time you will see them will be on television playing against New Zealand. In September. So if you want to see the Namibian team playing in Namibia, that big one, the one that's going to win, it's the 26th of August.
This is you hear it from the man himself, 26th of August. Save that date, make sure that you are there, because this is the first and the last time that you can see these guys play before they depart for France. But yeah, that's all that we have from you here in studio, and from us it is goodbye.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. We now bring in Ari Hoogert to deliver in-depth international sports news. And that, of course, will close today's show. But rest assured, we will be back again tomorrow with more sports news. Same time, same place.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news first. The Cincinnati Open continues on the WTA and ATP. All the men and women top players in the world playing in this tournament. It's still week 1, and first round result for the number 1 seed in the men's division, it is Carlos Alcaraz. He's through to the next round of 32, but it was a tough game for him. He beat Jordan Thompson of Australia by 7-5, 4-6 and 6-3 to advance. Also, the number 2 seed, that is Novak Djokovic. He's through to the next round where you play Alejandro Fokina of Spain. One of the top seeds in the men's division that's out early in the tournament is Cameron Norrie of Great Britain. He was number 13 seed and he lost to Gilles Monfils of France. And Monfils also had a good tournament in Canada recently, and he beat Norrie by 3-6, 6-4 and 6-3. Not good news for South African Lloyd Harris. He's back in action again after injury, and he lost to Max Purcell of Australia in the first round by 6-4 and 6-4. On the WTA, the women's side of the draw of the Cincinnati Open, it is Ons Jabeur of Tunisia. She's the number 5 seed. She had a tough game in her first round game, and she beat Alalina Kalalina of Ukraine by 6-3, 6-7 and 7-6 to advance to the next round. Caroline Wozniacki, she's making a comeback to international tennis again. She lost, unfortunately, to Vavreda Kashava. She is from France, 6-4 and 6-4. And then there's also a high seed that's out in the early rounds. It's number 13 seed, Belinda Bencic. She's from Switzerland. She lost to Cristina Busca of Spain in 3 sets. Moving on to rugby news, and it's the World Cup rugby starting soon in France. And the news from the World Cup of rugby is that related to that is that England captain Owen Farrell, his red card was overturned in a disciplinary hearing, and he picked up a red card in the friendly game the last weekend against Wales. But now there's no sanction against him. A 3-man panel of Australia said that there was intervention from another tackler that changed the dynamics of the tackle, and England captain Owen Farrell, no sanction for him. He can play in 2 warm-up games for England and also an opening game for them against Argentina. Not everybody happy with the call. It's Professor John Faircloth. He is from Britain, and he's from the player welfare group Progressive Rugby, and he said the verdict made a mockery of health concerns. Moving on to soccer news, and it's still transfer news, but not in the English Premier League. It is another signing for the Saudi Arabian Soccer League. They're making lots of high-profile signings, and it is a player from Manchester City, the defender, Aymeric Laporte, and he confirmed that he will go to the Saudi Arabian League, and he will join Al Nassr, and it's for undisclosed price. Already Al Nassr do have Cristiano Ronaldo on their books, also Sadio Mane and also Alex Telles, and recently also Neymar, the Brazilian striker. He signed for Al Hilal, and that was for apparently 150 million euros every year that they're going to play Neymar to play in the Saudi Arabian League. It seems like it's very similar what the Saudi Arabian Soccer League is doing in terms of what the Live Golf initiative did with signing some of the top players in the world for very high numbers. And closing off with cricket news on international sports news, and it's a Cricket World Cup 50 overs that start in October in India, and it is one of the key players for England that indicated that he will be able to play in the World Cup again. That is Ben Stokes, the Test captain, and he was influential in 2019 when England won the World Cup, but he's coming out of retirement to join England in a 50-man squad that is to tour New Zealand in September, and that's a strong indication also that he will be in the team to defend the World Cup later in India. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.